Sheriff's Office. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If you know your party's extension number.
Please wait while I transfer your call. Sheriff's Office, Ann speaking.
Is Matthew Owens there?
What's that?
Matthew Owens.
He works on the road.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, does Matthew Owens have a supervisor?
Does he have a what?
A supervisor?
Well,
Let's just suppose Matthew Owens goes to the trouble of writing a false report, which is a much more serious offense than if a civilian does it. And you want him to suffer some grief over it. Who do you talk to? Do you talk to the court? Do you go directly to the court to do that? Because I know how internal investigations work. The department looks up its own butt, decides it's dark up there, and they don't know what's going on. I've had tens of thousands of dollars stolen out of my home in Calamus. I had a hole knocked in the wall. I had a contractor go out there to fix the hole in the wall, which is 10 feet above ground level. Now, between the time I saw the hole knocked in the wall and the time I could get the contractor to go out to the building to keep the rain out of the building, as if they haven't made more damage.
just a moment.
Well, I'm going to pause this.
Sheriff's Office, Chief Deputy Kane.
Hello, Mr. Kane. I received.
How are you?
Well, I received the complaint form that I have to file against Mr. Owens.
Okay.
And the thing is, I note on it that you want my witness's phone number.
Yes.
Well, the only way you're going to be able to talk to my witness is if we're having a conference call. That's the only way we're going to do it.
I'm sorry, you cut out at that point.
The only way, look, with everything you guys have done since 2004, about how you accepted you guys know Wanda Elias. How many times has Wanda Elias been picked up for DUI? How many times?
I can't tell you.
I could tell you. I mean, it was like almost 24. So, and I'm going to assume that Wanda Elias, being a citizen of Calamus and being titled, I mean, her husband and her, they've got their landowners. I understand they're very wealthy. So it doesn't surprise me that this wealthy white woman in Clinton County has never once seen a day in jail, even though she's been caught drunk more than 3 times. I mean, that is the rule, isn't it? If you're driving more than 3 times, not only do you and she's never lost her license. She's never lost her license. I find that interesting. I really do. Now, And you know, the jury thought it was interesting too that you would use this person as your witness. And it was real easy for me to prove that she was lying and you guys had the recording.
Yeah.
You had the recording of what she did. Now we've gone to the point
Yeah.
where, no, listen, just listen. We've got to the point where an officer will come out to my house and he will say, "How's it going to my contractor?" And my contractor will say, "It's cool, going good. It's good." And that will be the extent of their conversation. I recorded their conversation, by the way. You know, and
You're recording us now. You know,
I have to. If I don't record myself, talking to people in Clinton County, terrorist charges will be filed. You know that. I made a joke about a frog and a toad. And you people, by the way, speaking of the chain of command, you didn't take that evidence for that trial directly off the web. You took it from a guy. You took it from Duane Levine. Now you're not supposed to do that. You're not. You know, an officer came out to my house. An officer came out to my house, and I told him where he could find that. I told him where he could find the complete thing, which was a 10-part pictorial, and you guys come up with 6. Because you don't want the end of the pictorial because it's all a joke. It's all a joke that says, Mr. Toad, Thorazine won't make people be less cruel. It'll just make them be cruel slower. That's why the Supreme Court dismissed, overturned that conviction. And then you guys let. Wait a minute. Look. There's a witness. You guys allowed Emma and Valeska Stephens to come into my home. Well, I'm downstairs waiting for Officer Hammond. And they spread it, and they made a booby trap out of all of my VHS tapes in my bathroom. And I nearly died when I opened that door. And you know what? That's fucking attempted murder. And then after they did that, you people didn't even take the precaution of sealing up a crime scene because you guys know I didn't arson my house. You guys know I didn't do it. As a matter of fact, I even had called you up. I called you up on 2 occasions when people in Step and Stab told me they were going to burn me out. And I was told by Mr. Cundiff, oh, they didn't mean it.
Jeff,
they did.
Your complaint about Deputy Owens and the...
Now what we're going to do with that telephone conversation is that I will arrange it. And we will have a conference call. I'm going to be on the phone. When you talk to my witness.
Dictate how I do an investigation.
I know how you do an investigation, you piece of shit.
All right, this conversation is ended.
I agree.